Dust2 is coming up. Team Spirit versus Vitality. We will have to watch the knife round and see who starts on what side. I think this is going to be very interesting because I would say that I feel like Disbalance might be more aggressive as a sniper than anyone who picks up the AWP on Vitality will be. You know, he was popping off on the previous map. I think he will do the same on this map. I'm not saying that they'll win, but I think it's definitely going to be competitive.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think there's opportunities. Vitality were able to find a lot of those in the previous map where I didn't think they would, and so that just gives me some confidence and hope that there's going to be a lot of play in this Dust2. And as you say, Disbalance is going to get some spots, and he doesn't seem like a player that's really phased by pressure. He just seems to deliver, generally speaking. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what he can do in a matchup like this, where they know that they're the underdogs. There's like nothing to lose at this point when they're playing a Team Vitality in a competition like this. A lot of this is like very good experience, and honestly, they have good individuals like Chopper. And when he has his moments, is very good. Sumdai Young obviously is the kind of rifle, the carry that you look at for the team. Vitus Balance is up there. You know, we know Coldy can frag. Like there's potential here as far as the individuals are concerned. And whenever we look at a Dust2, you have to think about the individuals first, because so much of it is about that individual element. So much of the map is open. There's not too many choke points. It's more simplistic than like an Inferno or an Overpass and so on. So yes, we've built it up, James. We've built it up. Team Spirit, we both feel like they can make this competitive. But Team Vitality, they have that potential to shut down anyone with the amount of skill they have.
What is interesting is that in the Dust2s that we've seen so far in this tournament, the ones that we've been commentating, we haven't always seen an effective CT sniper. And I do wonder if we see one from one of these teams, if that might be part of what makes the difference between a W and an L. Teams, oh no, a lot of people have died, and it will be Vitality to decide. Let's see where they choose to go. We'll let you know.
T-side, surely T-side.
It's going to be the CT side then.
Interesting. Everyone picks the CT side.
Yeah.
It is a funny one, because I know in like if I'm in a pug environment, I'm definitely picking the I'm picking the CT side because it just feels. I don't know, I like starting on the CT side. I think most people do. But I feel like the T side is generally just more favorable. You get to dictate the pace so much on Dust2. But, I mean, I'm not a professional Counter-Strike player, so...
Well, maybe they like finishing that way rather than starting.
Yeah, absolutely. That's for sure. And I have to say also, the map is a lot more balanced these days when it comes, because of the way the economy is. You don't have that extra element of that reset. If you lose a pistol and you get reset, it is so horrible to handle your economy on the CT side. So that makes it a bit more attractive, I would say, as well. A bit more stable. But either way, we're into the pistol, and Team Spirit on that T side looks like they are looking to go for that A push through long.
Yeah, we see this on a few pistol rounds on the T side, but we don't always see two P250s as Team Spirit have got. Alex by the car. Again, you can be shot through the windows, but maybe it'll be harder to take him out in this situation. They're really trying. They may run those P250s out of bullets. High armor penetration, but again, this is death by paper cuts. We've never seen this in a pistol round before. So much smash glass, and there come the frags. P250 on Chopper will take out RPK at range. But there's still a man advantage for Vitality. Team Spirit still in that long position, but they can rotate. Zoe is keeping an eye top mid, and NBK and Apex will stay on A. There's Coldy. He's facing with the bomb, so that's a lot of information for Vitality. Maybe it could have been dropped off the corner since he was the only person facing, but Sotfik will pick up the bomb and a P250 and leave.
Sotfik's actually just going to run to B, and that's a great decision, because not only does he get some closer ranges to fight with, he is going to be in a 1v1. And I think B might be a bit easier than going for A, because A is so exposed. Now, Zywo's not taking a deep angle to tons, and there could be a timing element. Yes, indeed, Sotfix nailed this. Little does he know it. He has no idea how close Zywoo is. Now, the problem is that Zywoo, if he's in a position, this is beautiful. Sotfix going through the window. This is the perfect play, and that's exactly why. If he would have tried to hold the defuse or just go for the fake immediately, then Zywoo would have the advantage. But instead, Sotfix in a 1v1 now, looking for the next frag with that P250 in hand. MBK, very experienced player, and he's going to nail it. Sotfix goes down. It was a great attempt, but he did secure the bomb plant, James, which is the important thing.
We'll see what they choose to do with that. NBK collecting the P250 before he defuses the bomb. 2 kills for him, 2 kills for Apex, 1 kill for Alex. Together, they win the pistol round for Vitality. See some replay of the action here.
This was so weird. I've never seen this. I think Alex at some point he's just like, I don't know what to do really, because I don't know, because he could have just stayed there for longer and maybe had his teammate come and peek with him.
Well, the problem was his teammate was on the site and they were not facing the site because of the angle on the car.
Yeah.
So he was stuck just taking bullets. Eventually he was going to die, so had to face ultimately.
Nice.
There's this balance with these mini AWP. I don't mean the Deagle. It's a good start for him.
Yeah.
But
I think... No, go ahead.
I'm done.
You go. Oh, I thought you said you were going to go into something else.
I changed my mind.
Okay, now we've just made it weird.
No, we haven't. Well, now we have.
No, I have.
Now, yeah, you have.
After saying that.
But I mean, I'm used to this, Dan. It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Well, we're going to see Team Spirit moving in through the short position. There's a 2-man defense really close here. And they found the bomb. ZywOo is doing so much damage. Oh, my God. Caught with an aid in the hand. Not what you want. This round there's still play to be had here. We've got the scout picked up, the bomb picked up. There's a minute left. It's a 2 versus 3 on Dust2. There's all sorts of space. They're throwing across the scout. That's very interesting. Let's see what he's going to be able to do here. Picking up that FAMAS. He's got the bomb. Are they going to split up here?
I don't know if he was throwing the weapon to Chopper, because Chopper hasn't picked it up.
Yeah, at first I thought that's what he was doing, and then it became apparent that
maybe he'll pick it up now. Because if he's looking to show presence towards B or something, I don't know. Well, if he was, there are 30 seconds left now, so that is less of a viable option to be on the opposite side of the map to his teammate with a man disadvantage. 20 seconds for them to cross. ZywOo's fallen down, and Apex will pick up the slack. 2-0 for Vitality, 2 players lost. The 3 remaining have a rifle each, so not too bad.
Yeah, that was a really intelligent position from ZywOo there. I appreciated that. Knowing that they didn't have helmets, it's a really good spot to play from with that FAMAS. And right, Team Vitality 2-0 up, and Idis Balance is on the actual AWP now. Going to be interesting to see what he can do with that. Is he going to go for any quick peeks? He is going towards...
He's watching top mid.
Yeah, he's holding the gap, so now in suicide. So it's a slow start from Team Spirit, not going for any challenges towards long. They will run a default here. Chopper's the man by the double doors. Perhaps there'll be a pop flash from top mid for him, or even you might see exactly this is going to be the nade set. You can throw the molly, which covers the close left. Sometimes that's followed up by a flashbang and you peek with it. You clear the deep left, and then you can jump up to Xbox. And now Idis Balance can just worry about CT spawn with his AWP as well. I was actually going to try to take an angle towards window and the ledge. Nothing up there either. So they're gaining information by doing this. They don't have to commit to a B split or anything like that, but they can threaten. It's 1 minute left. You drop a smoke on CT. Do you pull that rotation down off catwalk in towards CT? That makes the A defense weaker. And then now if you go towards A, you've got a stronger chance. But ZywOo, he's just gone aggressive down catwalk. That's a beautiful and not expected response from Team Vitality to that mid smoke.
We saw some slow rounds from Team Spirit on the T side of Mirage, which allowed Vitality to get a rotation in when they were ill-equipped. Now, Team Spirit are running the clock down at the moment. They've got 2 Molotovs and a smoke with the odd flashbang. And they're still just holding angles and very slowly moving up the short position. ZywOo is ready and waiting. There's 3 players on the A-bomb site for Team Spirit, sorry, for Team Vitality. And out Alex comes, the spray almost getting there, RPK taken out as well. So there is a chance to plant the bomb. Oh, Chopper is kind of exposed to the short position, but Apex won't get there in time. Not to stop the bomb plants at the very least. Coldie by the car position now. There's 2. Can he get a spray? Oh! That is absolutely nasty from Coldie. Really small margins there, but that is quite the spray. I did not think he was going to land that anytime in this universe.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That's nuts, James, that he pulled that off, because there's such a time limit on that. He has to get that very quickly indeed. Look at his HP just dropping so fast to Apex. That is incredible. That's the only way he can... That's literally the only way he can possibly win that spot.
It's kind of crazy that Vitality lost that round to me.
It is crazy. I agree.
It's pretty damn crazy.
That is amazing. But it's not over yet. The only thing, of course, for Vitality is that it just really ruins their money for a while. They can go for a full save and then have a somewhat of a proper bind in the following round, but that's really disturbing to the whole momentum factor here. This is really critical because Team Spirit get to take initiative now, and they start to get to a position where they can start setting the pace, exactly as we saw Vitality do on their Mirage T side towards the end of the second half in the previous map. And I like this. Start off with a long take. The CTs don't really have enough to be able to stop that. And, well, speaking of what the CTs have, they're going for an upper tons push, and that's worked out. So you've got to get your skates onto that A bomb site. There's a time limit. This smoke might ruin everything, James.
There's a big gap, but they will make their way across with another smoke grenade. Molotov will be defused. What does RPK choose to do? He can jump on a box, actually. He might have a weird angle on this. Samdayang takes out a play towards a short position. We've got to push through the smoke. We've got teased around the card. It's absolute anarchy. Samdayang, pretty low, 26 HP with the bomb, standing on Goose for the time being. Sophic doesn't really have the greatest of ranges, but he will still get a kill onto Apex. And Zaiwu is left 1 versus 2 with the scout. Both players are very, very taggable. He's moving to long range, going to that long position. Team Spirit on the site. They're waiting for a Zaiwu peek. They're still afraid of the short position. Sophic's completely exposed to long. Not really aware of the situation just yet. Now they know. Really tunnel vision on that short position. Next bullet wins. That's for sure. Zaiwu tagging. He knows what the potential situation is. There might be a better weapon for him to pick up. He's looking for a headshot. That might do the job here with 26 HP, but Samdayang will deliver it himself, and the score is tied.
Ooh, Team Vitality making that look really doable. You got to appreciate how cool and collected Samdayang was in that position. As you described it, anarchy was just chaos, absolute bedlam. People running around all over the place, pushing smokes, like smokes and fire down on the bomb site itself, and there's 5 players fighting there at once. It was crazy, crazy stuff. And Team Spirit managed to eke that one out, but they do take quite some hits with C-Chopper keeping the MAC-10 for the time being, and it's a full save pretty much. There's the scout actually on MBK. That might be a bit annoying to deal with, but they'll take away a long from Team Vitality, and with that position, they should be fine here. That said, we've seen many, many, many scout headshots so far this week. So I have to say, with a scout on the field, I can't take anything for granted. Never mind, scout's now firmly out of MBK's hands. Nice shot from Samdayang. He's looking very clinical, James.
I remember on the old Dust2, sometimes in matchmaking you would come across some people who would only play Dust2 and only play Scout. And they would deliver so many headshots, they were just getting accused of hacking all the time. It's nice that we have those quirky people out there, the Vertiglobals, the Dust2 Scout gods. I don't know, whatever gimmicks there are. Yeah, we got some Office. I'm one of them, to be honest.
Office Globals.
Office Globals for sure. All right then, Team Spirit now in the lead. Vitality have the Scout on NBK again. Very capable man with the Scout. We've got some nasty highlights from him as well in the past, not necessarily in this particular tournament. RPK on the corner. He's got Zaiwu for support. Out he comes. A late take. They don't know if blue is clear. There's Coldie come and gone. Now what do? They still don't know if somebody else is there, but they'll start to clean out that long position. RPK will be left in situ. And Sophic takes the bomb away from A-Long towards top mid. Chopper doing some fact-finding, some checking. Could be flashed in by his teammates. Doesn't seem like that will be the case. How brave is Alex feeling right now? Ooh, that's nasty.
Wow. That hurts. That is really painful. And Team Spirit start to move towards the B-bomb site. Looks like Team Vitality have a pretty good read on this. Look at the rotation coming in. There is 50 seconds to go, and it really seems like Team Vitality are ready for this. They've got Zaiwu and CT spawn. Alex out there outside of the B-bomb sites. Now Apex is actually close to the tunnel's entrance, so Team Spirit now coming back out of the lower tunnels. This is interesting. The long push from RPK as well. Oh my god, RPK, I don't think he's looking the right way. he's going to get backstabbed, or is he? I don't know. Is there going to be running from Sum Young? There's so much that could happen here. Sum Young might actually just pass him, moving straight to long. Zywoo gets the frag onto Chopper. That's the bomb, I think, spotted as well. Nice balance as he makes his way across. And this is getting really weird here. 3 versus 3. They've got to plant the bomb. 10 seconds to do so as it starts to go down. That will buy some time here for the CTs as they move into position.
That flashbang just about being meaty on Zywoo. There's a boost up top. Bomb planter spotted. There's a guy by Goose as well. RPK on the flank was taken out by Sum Young earlier. The last 2 players are in the short position. But we see a rotation towards CT spawn for Apex, trying to catch somebody off guard. Were they both spotted over there in the first place? Sophic bursting towards Alex's face. They're buying time. It's hard for Vitality to get close to the bomb. Some taps from Sum Young, but Alex is still alive. He doesn't have a kit, however. Is there one on the site? Can he win the duel? He can win the duel, but he'll have to pick up the AWP and run. No kit, and indeed, Team Spirit will win a consecutive round, 4 for 2 over Vitality.
We got a real game on our hands here, James, because Team Spirit, Sum Young is really turning up. He's 11-4. Like, he looks really confident there. He took that last fight looking to get the ace, and that is a really good sign. Look at this kill, just savage stuff coming in from him. So cold and clinical indeed, so confident, and that is much needed. The 4-2 start, as you say. Alex has an AWP though. There are Deagles and Kevlar out here for Vitality. Ooh, oh, that is so disgusting. What a boost. You never see that. Or at least it's very rare. I haven't seen that in quite some time. Oh, nicely done. But it's not over just yet. They still have a horrible disadvantage on the utility and weaponry.
Rotating the AWP to a different position, trying to catch people by surprise. We need to be looking at Alex on long. Oh, okay. Apex creeping through. Alex is by the car position on long. That's where the main action is. Zywoo is being taken out in the meantime. So Sum Young's in the pit, which makes it hard for Alex to do something in that spot. The bomb's rotating away. I don't know if Alex fired a shot or something. There's a smoke up by the car, so maybe he tries to rotate. We've got more action. NBK still holding on to the B bomb site. Now Alex needs to get over there as fast as possible, and Team Spirit realize, especially with 2 players, that they need to move as fast as possible. NBK completely resets his position. Somehow missed Sophic though, and that might be a big opportunity now for Team Spirit to win this round. Chopper's in the tunnel. Does Alex, yeah, indeed, he runs straight through immediately. Knows he's got a chance behind the smoke, but the sound cue was enough, and that is a crisis averted. 5-2 for Team Spirit.
Yeah, some good damage being done by Vitality fairly consistently, but Team Spirit are still picking up rounds. The damage doesn't mean anything if you can't win the rounds eventually. And, oh, I'm so curious, what is the play here for Team Spirit? They've done some long takes of late, but here's the boost. Oh, that is just, that's sexy. That is some sexy Counter-Strike right there. Sum Young as well, going down to Alex in that sneaky position, that reposition that you talked about, really panning out. And there we go. So Team Spirit, again, it's really, I don't know how they're going to decide to call this. Team Vitality will have Zywoo on the AWP. Usually on the CT side of Dust2, you don't want to take that, like, really any risks. Your aggressive options kind of suck. You don't want to take the aim battle at the beginning of the round against the T on the gap, on the double doors, just because if you do go down, even if it's like 70-30 in your favor, it's that risk of you dying and then having to play 4 versus 5 against the T side on Dust2 is very difficult because the rotations on the CT side are punishing, very, very punishing on this map. So you just don't want to risk that.
In other news, Fur apparently just left MIBR.
Oh, really?
He said it yesterday, which was April 1st. So like, yeah, but he said it again today. So apparently he's out of MIBR. He said he would explain at a later date.
Oh.
There's some developing news for you. Team Spirit asking questions around these middle doors. Alex will drop a fadeaway. Didn't quite go in the right direction, but they will retain control for now. Team Spirit not shy for a late rotation in some of these rounds. Looking for some information-based play. They have the short position. They've shown some presence. What is the response from Vitality? Alex moving from CT up towards A. RPK still in control of long. A similar setup to what Vitality had before. A new smoke in B tunnels. Sum Young still lurking out there. But it seems there may be some action towards A.
Yeah, this is a really difficult spot, honestly. You got to get the right smokes and flashes and molotovs onto the A bomb site. You got to stop ZywOo getting opportunities. If ZywOo can see someone before you're already on the bomb site, that's the problem. Alex goes deep. Oh, this is beautiful. Straight into the smoke. What a genius play. He picks his timing right. He will get an instant flank. Balance ready for it. ZywOo's gone down as well, and that leaves Vitality in a very sore position. MBK gets a long range. No, he's just got 2 long range frags. That changes it, James. They're going to go for it now, I think.
Yeah, instant reaction. They still have RPK in that long position. He has not been challenged just yet. They're looking in his direction. So much to say about what's developed already. Maybe that changes things indeed. They start retreating immediately. It's so unfortunate for Alex because there was no presence towards long. Team Spirit were planting for short, which is partly why Balance was still in that short position because it's been planting for them and they need to hold on to it. So it was a master stroke from him. However, seems that Balance was holding the bigger brush. Took his strokes away. Vitality will hold on to 2 weapons, but Team Spirit just continued to collect rounds. It has been 6 rounds in a row for Team Spirit. It's the pistol and the anti-eco for Vitality, and that's been it. We've had some close rounds, but ultimately Team Spirit keep winning the close rounds. They keep taking the small margins. Absolutely, and they've been playing really, really well, and this is some of the stuff we were talking about. They have the individuals, and they're putting themselves in some great spots. That round was really interesting for me because a lot of teams on their T side, they struggle with dealing with the A pushes because you play out your default, you play a slow round. There's still 5 CTs alive. Yeah, sure, maybe they don't have quite as much utility because it's late in the round, but you can't run onto the A bomb site without the smokes, like the flashes. You can't allow the AWPer from the car position or the site to be able to take shots. That's really one of the big objectives. And here you can see Balance with that key kill there, killing the flank from Alex. And there you go. So Team Spirit, they just showed us that they can run that set piece if they get catwalk. And that gives me a lot of confidence that they can really do so much damage on this T side. I'm getting worried now for Vitality, in fact. And look at this buy from them. Obviously, it's not quite the buy. It's a save of the 2 rifles, and they filled out a little bit with behind that. Yeah, but we've seen a lot of action with buys like this already. A lot of action, a lot of close calls, pivotal moments within the vacuum of a round. Team Spirit playing it slow, but again, it's their own clock. They flash through the B tunnel, 4 players making their way in. Some sound cues. There are 3 smoke grenades on the on Vitality at present. One of them is Apex, who's the lone gunman in the B bomb site. We have forward positions on short as well. A jump peek from Team Spirit. So, oh, okay. NBK's going to stand his ground, and it all will fall back to ZywOo, so he can still hold the short position. And Apex still has his smoke towards B. He's about to deploy it, it looks like. Holding on to it for as long as possible. There we go. B tunnel's been smoked in response to the lurk. Alex finds his way almost to T-spawn, but he gets punished for it. I don't know if ZywOo saw some players cross towards A. He's out of position now. RPK only has a P250. Yeah, he heard them rotating, but what can you do from that CT spot if they move quickly enough? Sophos going in. Oh no! ZywOo's hit a nice shot, but so is Balance, and the tapping away is not working out there. ZywOo missing a few too many shots. Apex though, great position. 2 players left, which are tanked up. 20 seconds to plant the bomb. They really need to make their move here. Coldy! Oh, can't get the kill, but Balance surely can. 7 rounds to 2. I dismember. I like it. I like it. Vitality back on the 4 buy. 7-2 for Team Spirit. 7 rounds in a row. Success is a distant memory for Vitality, leading 1 map to 0 at present. Decider, if needed, will be Inferno, as you can see under the minimap. Is there a flick for Disbalance? No. Not going to go for a timing peek. Just wants to go for a punish if somebody dares look through those double doors. Speaking of which, Coldy will take Apex out. Taste of Vitality's own medicine. They were doing that on the T side of Mirage, and Spirit will now do it on Dust2. MBK is definitely a safe pair of hands when it comes to holding down bomb sites, but by himself against 4 players might be a little bit too much to ask. See if he can get any assistance. It looks like actually there's not going to be a bum rush here coming in from the likes of Team Spirit. They're holding their grounds and cutting the noise. And at this point with the harassment in mid, I don't think that they know quite exactly what's up to Team Vitality. So MBK will move closer, trying to prod and poke through the smoke, see if he can find
anything, it's the kind of lurk smoke that was thrown, and it's very ambiguous what's going on behind that smoke. And Team Vitality is starting to ask questions here now, James, as they start to push the B tunnels.
They are going to get slayed by the admin of iDisbalance. Alex can't really respond to that. Still in the tunnel with an off angle, or maybe he can respond to it. Holding on to the map control for now. Coley was rotating away from B with the bomb, and now he's going back. Zywo will hear the sound cue, but he won't get a kill in the lower tunnel position. RPK needs to rotate as well. The flashes are flying in. Apex is trying to buy time. Sorry, Alex is trying to buy time. Around a double stack position, but there's too many man. Zywo, they're almost lining up for him, but Sotfik will get a very important kill. RPK charging through the doors, will not get a frag. Just the one kill for Vitality. They're getting deleted round after round. It's getting worse. The way it seems to be getting easier for Spirit to win these rounds. There isn't much of a response from Vitality at the moment.
Yeah, I absolutely agree, and it's interesting though, because Dust2 can be like this. As I said, before, I generally do favor the T side quite a lot. I mean, statistically, that's often what has been happening. If you play a good T side, there's lots of different ways to really abuse CT rotations, make life difficult for them, and we see that Team Spirit have a good grasp of how to play this Dust2 T side, and Team Vitality, they'll be fine as long as they can get up to 5 rounds. The problem is, though, they're losing their chances now to do that. They're going to have to off the next buy round, string 3 rounds together to achieve that. So that's one of the main problems here. Team Spirit playing things slowly, expecting aggression, and they wouldn't be all too wrong necessarily. This is a spot where Team Vitality would love to get some aggression going. But again, it's Dust2. Another reason why the CT side is difficult. It's you just don't get many options. You get a catwalk push. You can't really go for a long push. Tunnels pushes are very, very risky. If the Ts have one guy waiting there with a good angle, you just all get wrecked unless you have perfect flash play. And you can see MBK trying to get some value through middle with the scout, but it's just so awkward, James. There's so few spots. And I think Team Spirit are doing making a good decision. If they have the right grenades, going to A from long makes a lot of sense.
So we're looking for a 1 dig, fade away HE grenade. But Spirit not close to the smokes just yet. They're starting to cross with the bomb now. They won't all cross, I'm sure, in case there is a push from Vitality through the smoke. Disbalance and Coldie are there. There are some flashbangs, but the kills are going the way of Spirit for the most part. The bomb needs to be planted. There are 19 seconds left, however, never mind. Everyone's dead now, so there is no bomb plant required anymore. Team Spirit, 9 rounds in a row. And Vitality are flatlining on Dust2.
Yeah, again.
Dead on arrival, it seems.
Again, they just need 5, James. That's all they need. 5 is like a good amount of rounds to get a buffer. And then when you get into that T side, you just take control of the narrative. You start to really suffocate the CT side, keep them guessing, and you're fine. You get the momentum, and you'll be okay. They have the individuals to do it. But speaking of individuals, iDisbalance going for a pick with the AWP. Will he be denied? Looks like yes. No deep peeks from MBK. No shenanigans to be had.
All the grenades. Do they boost behind it? You don't see that very often.
Ooh. That was a chance. Chance is gone.
Yeah, very vulnerable to spray. You try to boost behind that smoke. I've only seen Existence actually try to boost behind it. Yeah, just a little short. Zywo with plenty of spam. Disbalance waiting for a cross, but there'll be flashes in return from Vitality. And there'll be a little repositioning from them as well. 1 minute mark. There are still 10 people alive. I think the bomb will have been heard by Apex, but that doesn't really tell him too much. Someone is going either towards short or towards B. Not much you can really do about that. Som Da-young, finally, there is a frag in this round. 42 seconds remain, and the bomb seems to be going towards the B bomb site. I know Tyler were having some action on the other stream, and the Chinese commentators going nuts next to us. Apex in the middle. How's he got into this position? Sotfik running distraction towards the A bomb site, and Apex will quickly get the information that NBK is in a lot of trouble because the remainder of Spirits are over towards B.
Bombs be dropped though. 2K from MBK. Now iDisbalance, he can't do anything. He's just locked out the bomb site. So that's a wrap in this round. So there you go. Team Vitality, they pick up their third round. Oh, hello. Ooh, that is a nice shot there from RPK. But yeah, Team Vitality pick up their third round. They're well on their way, James, to getting back into this one. The only issue is that Team Spirit have so much money. However, if Team Vitality win this round, actually, no, there's still enough money for them for Team Spirit to buy, especially if they get a bomb plant. So lots of work here for Team Vitality. They've really made things hard for themselves.
Tyloo came back from a 3-12 deficit
on Inferno
to win 16-14.
Ooh, oh dear.
Ooh, it stings.
Oh dear.
Well, Team Spirit are moving very quickly up the short position, Coldy and Chopper. And they've got 3 players looking to take Long. They've got smokes on the corner of Long. Maybe the way this is going, Vitality may need to be looking at the same kind of comeback in the second half. But can they hold on to the long position? They can't. RPK tasked with a lot, but they'll continue to fight. The bomb is on the floor. It's close to the corner, to the choke point. And now we've got the players charging up the short position. Apex behind the flames, can't do anything. That leaves Alex in no man's land. NBK needs to start rotating, looking top mid, not sure what's going on. Disbalance falling back from Long, allowing Coldy and Chopper to deal with things, but NBK is on the way, taking a bullet for the team. Too many man again, and it's 10-3 for Team Spirit.
Ouch. Team Vitality, if not for the new economy, they'd be absolutely wrecked right now, James. They'd be absolutely wrecked.
Well, I mean, they're wrecked anyway.
They are pretty wrecked.
They'd be double wrecked, bonus wrecked.
Exactly.
Bonus wrecked.
Exactly.
They'd be wrecked like big in that previous map.
There is still a chance, though, considering the money, for them to get the full buy-in. The weird thing in that round is that they started off really well. The problem is that they didn't anticipate the cat push, and that cat push was beautiful, though, from Team Spirit, because it synced up just in time to really make things uncomfortable for Team Vitality. So Team Vitality they just need to focus and just keep playing their game, honestly. I think it would be surprising to me if something like that happens again. Got the AWP onto ZywOo. He doesn't have any Kevlar, though, which is a shame. But it's Dust2, so it doesn't matter quite as much. You're less susceptible to getting naded early round, as opposed to like an Inferno or a Mirage or something like that. So, no gap shot for Mr. Balance. ZywOo's always going real fast. This could be a frag. That's a tight shot. It's very hard to hit that one. Can't blame him for missing it. It's a small chance, but it's gone again. Chopper will take some damage to the nades, I believe.
It's a weird situation on A now for Vitality. They don't have anybody in position on the short area, so there is their take of Long. And Team Spirit will hear the flashes and so on, but they're not really in position to do something about it in terms of a short push. They don't know if somebody's looking up towards short just yet, although Disbalance is starting to creep. Minute 12 for Team Spirit to at least take the short position. Chopper popping through the middle doors. Alex back on the way towards CT. Young still lurking outside B, where there is a smoke down. Apex again has a late smoke for the B tunnel if necessary. Disbalance though, can he escape? Quick flick, and Vitality won't push it too much either. They will all respectfully fall back. And again, Apex still with his smoke grenade on the B bomb site. The bomb's in T spawn. There's 45 seconds left. You can see Chopper running up suicide. Disbalance holding an angle, making sure Alex doesn't do anything about that. 35 seconds now. The bomb collected from T spawn. They do have shorts at this point, Team Spirit. Where RPK is standing, he will hear all this running up the short position. He can give his team prior warning.
They have nades for ZywOo. ZywOo, he shouldn't be allowed to get kills here. Oh, he's got 2 free ones, James. There's no flashbangs. The smokes are late because there's so little time, because the bomb was in T spawn. They couldn't wait for the smokes to bloom. There's too much urgency, and now there's a significant advantage. Disbalance answering back with a double, though, and all of a sudden it's down to RPK. 1 versus 1! He gets the dink. It's not good enough, though. Team Spirit, 11 rounds to the 3 of Team Vitality. Oh, my God.
It's another... Every round that's come down to like a 1v1, I feel like they've all gone the way of Team Spirit. So many rounds where they've been short on time, and they haven't necessarily had the most ideal situation, bomb and T-spawn being an issue there. Also, the prior warning, RPK allowing ZywOo to visualize the lack of flashbangs and so on, but they still managed to win the round. That's got to be really frustrating for Vitality. Every margin going the other person's way.
Ooh, oh my God. ZywOo, he's taking matters into his own hands, though, James. He's got a peek on T-spawn there with that scout. It's actually kind of scary because the scout moves so quickly with your peaks This actually in some spots feels almost favorable against the AWPs, but perhaps I'm a crazy person for saying that. Either way, I agree. So many small margins here. Young is looking to try to open up the B-bomb site. He knows they need something. Will he look up? Yes, he will. Nice pre-aim onto Apex. See you later. That UMP sent flying. And this is a huge problem because Young doesn't even have to just take this bomb site. He can just hold this position. His team could just go A. They could go through long. Because look at this rotation. Everyone's just focused on him. He's just getting 1v1s, and that is ideal.
Alex is in the tunnel. Does he look towards Sotfik's position? Sotfik is walking. He is going to have a look over there, actually, with the UMP. There's a flashbang, and he's going to get taken out, as is Zywoo. That leaves it down to RPK now. Another tough job for him, walking straight into the embrace of Idis. Balance down to the pistol, and he will win the duel. 12-3, Team Spirit with an avalanche in the first half of Dust2.
Yeah, I just don't believe it. I mean, Team Vitality struggled so many times. There were so many marginal situations. They couldn't really activate their individuals. We saw Zywoo, Zywoo struggled, but not because I would say, he's having a bad game per se. I think that Team Spirit actually just played it really well when they came to disabling Zywoo using the utility. Whenever they moved into the A bomb site, they did so utility. It was just that one round the last time where they didn't have the utility to blooming in time, but they still knew that they had to throw it. They still did the right things, but they still won the round anyway, even though you got 2 free kills. So, oh wow, okay, that's it.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
That is the luxury of the scout on Dust2. You can run past the angle, and you just know where to shoot.
There is, well, you said, James, that maybe a big or a Tyloo comeback, it might be required. It's exactly the same scoreline in the first half. So
it is indeed.
Let's see if they can do it. Team Vitality will kick things off with an A push. And Team Spirit playing retake, actually. Oh, man, I think this is going to 3 maps, James. This is Team Spirit turning up. It
was on Inferno as well for Tyloo, which doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah.
We've watched plenty of awesome rounds from Tyloo on Inferno, but back to this game. Vitality, one step at a time. They make their way across the long position. Short is in control of Team Spirit. Third player joining them in Sotfik. Young and Idis Balance already over there. Apex with the P250 on long. The rest of his team with Glocks, but they've got the numbers over towards the site, and maybe that will make up for the distance advantage for Team Spirit with the USPs.
Yeah, this is it. Gauntlet run in, and Coley kicks it off with a headshot. Alex waiting close range with the Glock. That's ideal, but they are not getting the frags here. Finally, Apex delivers with that P250 at range. Apex having to do all the lifting, but James, Team Spirit, frankly, right now, they're just playing lights out. They are just not, they're not going to be stopped anytime soon, I think. Team Vitality, I don't know exactly where they're at from a mental aspect in the mental game, but it feels like the mental game of Team Spirit is just, they're on cloud 9. They're just hitting all their shots. They're playing so well. They're really coordinated. They look so sure of themselves.
It might be a relief for Vitality if this ends up 16-3 or something. I don't know if from their perspective on the server, they probably do realize just how, in some cases, how many small margins went in the way of the other teams. Just crazy, some of the rounds that were won. But they had everything go against them when it really counted, when there was a chance to turn things around. So they have 2 AKs, Alex and Zywoo. They've got a Galil on Apex as well. And while they've got a few flashbangs, I think dry peaks will be the order of the day. There's the first one, not quite working out for Zywoo. NBK will collect the AK, but he doesn't have any Kevlar, so he is cut to ribbons very easily indeed. Like the opening of a community center with a pair of scissors.
Still a chance, Alex, on that AK. It's pretty devastating. Sotfik ready by the car position. The big problem is Idis Balance. The angle that he has from Goose is really devastating. Look at this. It's such a strong angle. Gets the 2K easily. That's like one of the best angles, I feel like, in the game almost on the defense. Always see CTs getting multi-kills there, and that's going to be 14-3. Team Spirit absolutely blowing Team Vitality out of the water, out of the sky, out of everything.
Now, what do they do? Vitality forced by every round. There isn't really another choice, is there? There's a Krieg for Zywoo.
No Kevlar, though.
A Scout for NBK. Indeed, desperate times, desperate measures. It's a state of emergency for Team Vitality.
Defcon 5. Silence. Look at Team Spirit. They're just playing so passively. They know that this should be a struggle here for Team Vitality to get into a site. They're not going to give them a pick. They're going to wait for them to walk into a bomb site. However, Team Vitality have max utility, basically. So if they run a set piece on the A site, I think Vitality get a plant. I think they get a post plant, and I think they get a favorable situation. But there's actually also, this would be the perfect moment because there's only one player on the A site right now. This could be perfect for Vitality.
Did he throw the HE? I think he did disbalance. I thought he would throw the HE in response to the Vitality smoke grenade that allows him to set up the Molotovs. They've been deployed. I think Disbalance dropped a smoke on himself to try and stop that from happening. He can jump on the box now. If they try and plant the bomb, Sotfix here for cover to his right-hand side as well. So far, so good. The trades will benefit Team Spirit. And now it's just Alex, and he is out of position with not much to fight with. And it's game point Team Spirit. What a game of Dust2 this has been. Absolutely one-sided. It's like a man versus a baby.
It is really crazy, though, if you look at it on paper. You see Alex, RPK, Zywoo, Apex, NBK, and then you say, like, they struggled to they couldn't get more than 3 rounds against Team Spirit. You're just left scratching your head, you know, in what world is that? How does that happen? Obviously, again, don't want to take away from Team Spirit. I think they're playing really well. They are playing very, very well.
Looking for a B rush, our Team Spirit. We've got 3 players in the B bomb site. Chopper's just jiggling. I do wonder if he's going to poke into the tunnel. Seems they're interested. RPK with an off angle. There's a molly to the right-hand side. There's a flashbang as well. Very, very well done by Team Spirit. But what is the reaction from Vitality? They realize they've got to make a play. They've got to take something. The wall of smoke towards long, and that will be taken from by Vitality. The bomb may be heading up towards a short position, but Apex has been taken out, so Zywoo is vulnerable now. He's alone in mid with a deagle. A less than ideal smoke grenade. And he needs to try and make his way up towards short. He has done that. He doesn't know what is around the corner, but he's got to move quickly. NBK taken down on the cross, as is Alex. And it's Zywoo versus 5 with a Desert Eagle. Nobody on the A bomb site. This is a very unusual situation. I don't know if there's a rifle that he can reach if he's able to get the bomb down, but he has to assume that someone is here. Although with his team crossing, get the shot from CT, I think he has the information. There is the rifle. There is the first player. But there are so many more, and he will not get anything else done. 16-3. Vitality deleted by Team Spirit on Dust2.
That was a really impressive performance from Spirit. I think, honestly, like, it's just an incredible game. Their individuals showed up immediately. I think in the first, like, 10 rounds, Somebody Young had, like, 15, 16 frags. He was carrying them through those horribly tight scenarios. And then that seemed to build and build. I don't know if Vitality got in their own heads, but they lost so many clutch rounds, and it felt like no one from Vitality was really firing off in the way that we see those moments from Somebody Young or Disbalance, you know.
Somebody Young went 28 for 9 in that game of Counter-Strike. Very stand-up performance from him. What happened to Vitality, though? Maybe the desk will have some answers for you after the break.
Cool, right? Want to know where I got it? Well, look, go to cs.money. It's a trade platform and a marketplace at the same time. Just choose, click, and get. Good luck, bro.
update and new features in the case battles. Updated and convenient interface with new options. Up to 4 users can participate in one battle now. Create and customize your battles, any number and any type of cases. Choose the number of participants and invite your friends with a unique link. Watch the best drop and win everything. Don't miss epic battles on Hellcase.